Padawan, come here, quickly. The training grounds are not safe today.
I got a basic briefing from Knight Weller, but I'd like a full report before going in.
The Flesh Raiders moved into the training grounds, organized and ready, attempting to isolate various groups of Padawans. There's a group of students in the hills we lost track of. They're not combat trained.
Don't worry. Those Padawans will get home safe. I promise.
I've got a beacon here. If you can find the Padawans and set the beacon, we'll send an evac shuttle as fast as we can. A group of Jedi from the temple is headed this way, but maybe not fast enough. May the Force be with you.
Jeez, I think the Force better be with me. All these people are freaking saying that. Okay, so we got some fighting going on over here. I can't go fight that big thing, it's friendly, so sorry. I'm gonna have to go over here and beat up some flesh beasts. So there's no auto-attacking. Every attack you make has to be completely manual. So, I'm just gonna keep... Oh, no, you don't. That's my kill, buddy. Yeah. So every attack you make has to be manual. You can hear it as strike. That's the basic attack I had on my other character. You can either sit here and mash the 1 key on your keyboard, or you can right-click. I prefer to right-click myself. It just feels like I'm actually doing a little bit more. So I'll go over here, right-clicking. I'm using strike. As you can see, I'm building up my my focus at the same time, and it lets me use slash, which really takes me down in a hurry. Now, when they have these big beams of light like that, it means you can loot them. Pretty crazy looking, very overthought compared to other games. But hey, you're not going to miss any corpses. You can loot it if it does that. I can actually buff myself too. I never even thought of that. Shicho form that will increase my damage that I deal and reduce damage I take, and that lasts until I cancel it, which is pretty awesome, I think. Force Might increases target's melee ranged force tech bonus damage and healing by 5% for 60 minutes. So let's slap that on too. So now I'm gonna go over here and just... Oh. And there, I finished that quest. And with some quests, you don't have to run back to the guy who gave them to you, the quest. See? Click, here it is, Attack of the Flesh Raiders up top here. Click on your holocom button. Here it is right here, and I can just do this and turn the quest in from here.
You're unharmed. Good. Flesh Raider shot me in the leg while I was rescuing some Padawans. Don't know where these things got blasters, but I know how to use them. Been evacuated to a med center, but the fighting isn't over.
I was expecting reinforcements by now.
Some are already here, but Flesh Raiders keep pouring in. That's why I'm calling. Another Padawan found a cave tunnel the Flesh Raiders used to enter this valley. I need you at that tunnel, making sure the Flesh Raiders don't get any more reinforcements through it.
Not sure what you expect me to do by myself.
You won't be alone long. Master Orgus Din is on his way there too. We need to end this conflict before anyone else gets hurt. Find the tunnel along the mountain range.
As you can see, I have the Flesh Raider spawning right beside me. So I'm just going to run back up here to a save spot. And I'm just going to switch back over to my other character. So we're going to say goodbye to this girl. Wave goodbye. Log out. I might keep that character, I don't know. Just to maybe level her up and see what the Jedi Sentinel class is like. So we're going to go back over here to Viscount. And we're going to hop in on him. just so I can kind of demonstrate what the fighting is like at a slightly higher level character. Not much higher, obviously. But at level 10, you do have several more skills available to you. You have your companion. So fighting's a little bit better. I might as well mention there's different enemy types as well. If this was World of Warcraft, you would have your normal mobs, then you would have elite mobs. This one here, there's your normal ones. Then there's one that's a step higher. They have like a silver outline. See here, it just popped up on map. Guild Lifter Droid. That's the basic, lowest kind of mob. Just your basic, ordinary mob. If it's like a slightly elite mob, it'll have like this silver border over on the left-hand side. But if it's like a real elite, tough mob, it will have a gold border. So we'll see if I know I can find a silver. I'm just gonna have to get through these guys here. So as you can see, fighting's a little more in depth at this level. One thing I like with the Jedi characters is you get this skill here, introspection. Click it, and bam, instant healing. The only rule is you can't be in combat, and it has no cooldown. You can use it whenever you want, as long as you're not in combat. Pretty damn awesome, I think. Huh? Look at that, we just found a slight bug. He's dead, but he didn't drop. He's kind of frozen there, I guess. I might play this guy until I level up, actually, because it's very close. So I might just grind this level out. Here we are. This guy has a silver outline. You can see it there on the bottom left-hand side. So he's slightly stronger than most of the other guys I've been fighting. But oh, I just got a piece of gear there. So I'll check that in a second, see if it's better than what I have now. So I just picked up this, and looks like the only thing it does is give me +1 endurance, but drops my strength and armor. So no thanks. Don't want that. That's no good for me. So I'm gonna keep grinding this level out a little bit here. Should only take another minute or two, I think, because I have less than 1 bar to go. There we go. Level up. Angel kick. Figured there'd be a female character back there. Actually, could look at that angel lick as well, but let's not. So, yeah, it looks like I have a new point to distribute because I have this thing flashing up here. Click it. Training points available. 1. What do I want to invest it on? I think I'll just keep going with this one I have now. Momentum. So there we go. And commit. There we go. Now I'm level 11. So, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, a lot of what we've done in other MMOs is here in this game. things that World of Warcraft did not invent, guys. I know it's a very popular belief on the internet right now. But it's a lot more than just World of Warcraft in space. I mean, if you can look at this right now, you can tell there's just the combat's a lot more. It's just better. I like it. The pacing is better. It's smoother. The animations are better. Well, that's a given because it's a much newer game. But overall, I'm really fond of how there's like a better narrative to this game compared to other MMOs. Because I mean, if you played a BioWare game in recent years, Dragon Age and Mass Effect, you know how they work. You walk up to someone, it initiates the dialogue. You can choose between different responses that some are moral responses. It's all here in this game, and the way they execute it in this game, taking those elements from single-player RPGs, it makes this feel like your own personal story in a way, and it's quite good how they pull that off. You actually feel like it's your story that you're playing through, but you can just go in and obviously do quests and whatnot with other people in groups and whatnot. I haven't done that yet, but I'll get around to that for sure, because I'm getting to that level where I will need to, probably. But overall, I'm really impressed with this. I've played several MMOs in recent years that have come out, which have supposedly been, World of Warcraft killers and whatnot. A lot of them have the gameplay and the mechanics, but they just don't have the support from the developers or the players. Because, I mean, face it, no matter how good a certain MMO might be, it's just too hard for certain ones to get people playing them, because just there's so many people who aren't budging from World of Warcraft. But I think this might be the closest competitor that Blizzard is going to get for a while yet. I mean, when you have a big name like Star Wars and BioWare backing it, and it's inevitable. It's gonna take off. I'm pretty sure of that. It's probably my favorite MMO that I've played since the first time I played World of Warcraft in 2005. That's 6 years. So it's quite a good game. One last thing I'll touch on before I stop. Say goodbye to your Hearthstones. Up here I have quick travel. I click it, and I can just warp to any other place I've discovered, and have kind of there's an object you click at each of these places that will allow you to warp to these places. So any place on the map, if you have this little icon, you can just warp there. It works like your Warcraft Hearthstones. A cooldown of 30 minutes. But it's not just one place you warp to, it's any place you want, within reason. So that's a definite plus right there. And I gotta say, I like that. Anyway, there's not a whole lot else I can probably say. Maybe there is. I'm not doing this scripted or anything, I'm just blabbing. I just loaded the game up and said, I'm gonna talk about this game for YouTube. So I hope I didn't just seem too rambly, or there weren't too many weird, awkward pauses. But so it's basically the game. And if you guys have any questions, oh, it's a companion. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to ask in the comments below. Or if you're playing the game, feel free to come hit me up on the Assassins of Sion server. I'll probably be on this character Viscount, or that other character I just made, whatever her name was. So, toodles.